ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धिर्दृग्यत्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्तवेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यदिति मे निश्चिता मतिः. We are seeing the description of the vairagyam of virtue and the thinking which brought vairagyam. And the thinking which leads to vairagyam is viveka. And viveka means seeing both sides. And sukha side is already seen, therefore dukkha side is shown by the Granthakara. And he showed the limitations or the dukkha caused by the attachment to the spouse, then attachment to the children, and now attachment to the wealth. Dhana sangaja dukkham. So what all things happen in earning dhanam, there is a dukkham. In protecting there is dukkham. When spent it is dukkham. Lost it is dukkham. And because of the attachment, some people don't even spend. They just keep on depositing money, accumulating more and more. And then their dhanam is not used for themselves, not used for others. Then what is the only lot is nashaha. In Niti Shataka, it is a very nice shloka which says, Dhanam bhogaha nasaha tisraha gatayaha bhavanti vittasya. The wealth can have only three lots, means three situations. Either you share with others what wealth you have, sharing, dhanam. Some people say we cannot give dhanam. Swamiji, I have earned money, I would enjoy. Bhogaha. So that is another. Dhanam, bhogaha. Third is nashaha. Nasha means choradina nashaha. Means it is taken away by somebody. Or by some real estate is there, building is there, is destroyed. So wealth is destroyed or wealth is stolen away, robbed away. So these are the three lots of the wealth. Yona dadati na bhunkte tasya tritiya gatir bhavati. So a person who does not give to others, does not enjoy for oneself, does not use it for oneself. For that, what will happen? Tritiya gatihi, nasham. Nasham means what? Either the thieves will take away, or it will be given, it will be just handed over to the children and they will just spend away. And generally it happens that the children, when the parents are too much miserly, then children would like to spend more. They become a little bit spendthrift. So they will spend so much. And therefore they will use it for other purpose, wrong purpose. And therefore dhanam should be, first thing is that if I can share, I share with others. At least I use for myself. And not allow it to be destroyed. Nasha should not be there. But it happens. In fact, somewhere it is sarcastically told. He says, there is no donor like a miserly fellow. Why? Because other people, they spend and whatever is remaining from that they give. They spend something for themselves and whatever is remaining for them, they give 10%, 15%. Whereas this fellow, he has never spent on himself, full is giving to others. So he is a bigger donor. It's a sarcastic way of saying. And so this person will have dukkham in that. This dukkha for himself, dukkha for others also, people around. He is supposed to share at least for his family members, he doesn't do. So dukkham dhana dukkha karanam dhanam dukkha karanam bhavati. Now here these Bhagavata shlokas are quoted, and afterwards it will be explained ayam arthaha. So we will see some running meaning, and then the Tikakara himself, Tippanikara himself will explain based on Sridhari Tika of Bhagavatam. अर्थस्य साधने सिद्धे उत्कर्षे रक्षणे व्यये नाशोपभोगे आयासः त्रासश्चिंता भ्रमो नृणाम. He says अर्थस्य साधने ayasah. In accomplishing wealth, there is ayasa, lot of effort, exertion is there. Siddhe utkarshe, when already accomplished, he wants to make it more. They say to remain rich, you have to keep on becoming richer. You cannot have stagnation in richness. So you have to keep on increasing your wealth so that you will be able to remain rich. Your struggle should be to become richer, then you can remain rich. Because otherwise inflation is going very high, so you have to earn more and more. You have to have more and more FDs, then only your income will be the same. Otherwise, the inflation will bring your effectively income down. So therefore, this Utkarshe, people will invest, people will invest in some company which will promise a very big wealth, big reward, 10%, 20%, and then they lose the whole thing. Nowadays it's becoming very common. They will say, yeah, you just invest 10,000 and we'll give you return of 20,000 or 15,000. And then the people will be very much, they very much carried away. They do it. And once or twice it will happen also. That once or twice they will give. So you feel confident. See, they are giving. And then what happens? They'll say you invest more. That naturally you will be having that temptation. And then you invest more. And then that is gone. So that, in fact, sometimes they offer. He said every day you have to do some 30 clicks on YouTube or on some internet, some website or something, and we will give you 30,000 rupees salary per month, and for that you have to give some initial investment. So you put some 11,000, 15,000. So you think, oh, good, only this job. Here in our ashram, one student was doing that, and he is a doctor. I told him, said nobody will give this. He said, no, Swamiji, giving. In fact, Swamiji, I like it so much that I have asked my sister also to join, mother also to join. And he must be clinging for all of them. And after a few months, now he came and saw me, and I asked him, Swamiji, it was a fraud and we lost money. See, educated people, in fact, educated alone, really, these ordinary people will not go for it because it requires internet and all this. This dhana, lobha is such a thing. Person loses, and that is said here, that ayasaha, utkarsha means increasing, rakshane for protection, vyaye, when there is a expense, nasha upabhoge, when there is a nasha, is stolen away, upabhoge, sometimes what happens, some wealth is there, you think that we have to spend it somehow. Some concession, what is called, they give some offer, and to make use of offer, you have to exert yourself. See, they got some, what is called, in the resort, they have got some period that you can stay there free or a very, very discounted rate. So for that, you have to go there. To spend that, to use that particular offer, you have to exert yourself. So he said, in nashe upabhoge ayasaha, effort is there, trasaha, fear is there, chinta, worries are there, and brahmaha means bhoge. When bhoga is there, then the brahma means the delusion also comes because you get carried away in bhoga, and therefore nrunam is doshaha. Alright, sadhana utkarshayo ayasaha tatah trasaha chinta cha nashe. Chinta cha and Nashe Brahmaha. So when Nasha is there, there is a Brahmaha. Brahmaha means what person gets carried away in bhoga. See, is a human mind is such a thing. See, person has already, when he boarded the train, he had taken his lunch. But in the train they give, again they will eat. And they will spoil. पैसा वसूल करते हैं. So that then there is a dosha, nasha, dukkha. Okay, then other dukha. Steyam, himsa, andrutam, dambaha, kamaha, krodaha, smayaha, madaha, bhedaha, vairam, avishvasaha, sanspardha, vyasanani cha. These are the doshas in dhanam. Ete panchadashan arthaha. Panchadasha anarthaha. Hi arthamula matandrunam. For human beings, these 15 problems associated or based on this dhanam, arthamulaha. What are the 15 problems? If you count, that it will not be 15. See, steyam 1, himsa 2, anrutam 3, damba 4, kama 5, krodha 6, smaya 7, madaha 8, then vedaha 9, then vairam 10, avishvasa 11, 12, sanspardha, veshananija 13 only. So then I took so much time to understand how Panchadasha I counted also. 2-3 times like Dashmaswamina I count. Then I saw the Tika that he himself here explains this. That Vyasanani means the Dukkhani and or addiction. So that addiction is of 3 types and therefore this last one is 3 and therefore 13 plus 2 it will be 15. Alright. What are the dosha? Steyam. The stealing is there, stealing both ways. Because of your greed for wealth, one will do stealing. And stealing doesn't mean that you under the cover of night, you go at somebody's house and take money. That is not only stealing. The tax evasion also is a stealing. Kar chori it is called. Steyam. And himsa. Himsa means you will, for wealth, you don't mind if others are hurt. People do all adulteration in food and because of that people's health will be affected. It doesn't matter. I get money. Andrutam, so much lies we have to tell. In business, there is a Swamiji, we cannot tell the truth. One person, in Bangalore, I went to somebody's house. He is doing business. I was telling about some Satyam or some Swamiji, we cannot do this truthful lies. At least I said, once a week you can tell the truth. I said, no, Swami, that is too much. Once a week also I cannot follow this Vratam of Satyam. Once a week also difficult. In our business, Swamiji, we cannot tell the truth. They have to tell, what is the business trick they say here? In India, they use, he said, we have bought it for 645. I am giving it for 65. Only 5 rupees I am earning. They must have got it 550 or something. But they will say like this. He said, just I have to clear it, therefore I am giving you. 645, only 5 rupees. And when we go by chance to buy something, अरे स्वामी जी आपसे थोड़ा business होता है. With you no business स्वामी जी. It is just a matter of arrangement. ये तो खाली व्यवस्था की बात है. Means I know that he is having very good margin because they know that Swamiji will not supposed to bargain, but we bargain also. Nowadays I don't go for all this, but earlier when I used to go, I know that they have this. So in Rishikesh, when we went to buy, I was a brahmachari there and went to buy. I was wearing this sadhu's dress, and I said, "See, you are taking so much money from sadhu. Sadhu, you should give some discount." बोले हम साधु से तो थोड़ा ज्यादा ही लेते हैं. We take more money from sadhus because they don't work for earning money. So all this is there, earning. I like his plain. I like his honesty. He said, we don't give any consideration. In fact, we try to take more from them. They don't work. They are simply get money. All right. Andrutam dambaha. Hypocrisy so much is there. You have to show off so much as if you are really caring for the customers. So you have to look caring without having real care. Dambha, Kamaha, so much desires are there, Krodha, anger is there, Smayaha, this arrogance, Madaha, intoxication or intoxicating pride, Bhedaha, Vedaha means conflict. No, sorry, Vedaha means there's division. You have to do this person is favorable, this person is not favorable. Vedaha. Vairam, animosity. Avishwasaha. With regard to money, you cannot trust. This Swamiji was telling in American notes, they have written, in God we trust. Everybody else has to give proof. In God we trust. Everybody else has to give proof. So that's what Avishwasa. Anybody else we don't trust. Avishwasa. So in with regard to financial matter, no trust. You can say that, see, I will take it and bring it back. No. You put money first and then take. Avishwasa, no trust. Sanspardaha, competition. High competition will be there. Vyasanani cha. Vyasana has got both the meaning, various affliction or addiction. So the affliction can be there for certain indulgences, this gambling and this liquor, etc. See, when one thing comes, along with that, generally other things come. So therefore, vyasanani cha. Ete panchadasha anarthaha. Arthamulaha matanranam. These are the 15 harmful consequences involved in wealth or based on wealth. Tasmad anartham anarthakyam shreyorthi duratasthyajet. Therefore, this artham, this wealth, which is called anartha, which is called this the problematic one, shreyorthi. See, person who wants only artha and kama in life and to some extent dharma he wants, then he has to go after money. But person who wants only moksha, that person durataha tyajet. He should not be after money. Whatever minimum required, nowadays people have difficulty, they cannot trust themselves completely. So therefore they can have minimum. Otherwise, this pursuit of money will not allow the person to commit to the pursuit of moksha. Nowadays the one trend is there. So they study Vedanta and then afterwards they start the classes and that is their occupation. And that is then they will have always this particular concern. The students have not come, so how will I pay next month my rent? That problem will come. So if artha is the commitment, then moksha cannot be the focus. So therefore, shreyorthi duratasthyajet. He or she should have that particular this this value of remaining with the simplest life so that he doesn't have to think about money. The best thing about the approach of money is that you don't have to think about money. If you have to plan your finance and all, that spiritual commitment doesn't come. Spiritual commitment comes when all other commitments are dropped. And therefore, shreyorthi, one who only wants moksha and moksha, durataha tyajet. He should give up the commitment to artha. Nothing wrong in handling monies. Means we receive money, we give money and all is okay. But my focus on money, then you cannot have focus. You cannot dual focus. In camera, you can have only one focus, single focus. Dual focus doesn't work. So shreyorthi duratastyaje. Therefore, Bhagavan, sometimes as if Bhagavan is testing you by offering lot of money. So one, you have to remain. That time only you have to remain careful. People say, Swamiji, if it doesn't come, I am not going after. If it comes, I take it and I enjoy it. That slowly, that is it's not a very what is called the conducive approach. Conducive approach is, even if it comes, I try to remain with the tyaga vritti. Then only this mumuksha or shreyorthitvam is is followed, is entertained and strengthened. People generally think that, oh, Swamiji, that person, this Baba, earlier he did not have anything, and after Swamiji, now so many people are coming and they are giving so many facilities. He has got a car, 2 ashrams, and he has got so many shishyas and all. So it may not be a blessing. A person may think it is a big blessing, but it may be a big distraction. So one has to see for oneself that this can become a distraction. Therefore, tat tyajet. Vidyante bhrataraha daraha pitaraha surudah tatha ekastigdaha kakanina sadyas sarve rayah kritaha. He said, what wealth does vidyante means it separates the wealth. The people are separated. Who? Bhrataraha, brothers. When they were young, they were so much love and care for each other. But because of this wealth distribution, vidyante, daraha, that the wives, they were people, the daraha refers to husband and wife. They are separated. Pitaraha, the parents, surudaha, the well-wishers. From all of them, this division is there, or all of them are separated. So those who are my well-wishers, from them also I separated, or this I separated, or they are separated from me because of wealth. Surudaha vidyante matsakashat, or aham bhide, I think. So I separate from them. And that is why idea is that the money creates this conflict, division in the minds of people. And ekas nigda, the people who are thinking that Swamiji, they in India they use this expression, Swamiji, 2 bodies, 1 life. Have you heard this? बोले कि स्वामी शरीर 2 है प्राण 1 है. They 2 sisters were, I remember 2 sisters were telling, Swamiji, we are 2 bodies but 1 life. So that is called eka. Eka snigda means they are so much attached to each other as if they are leading one life. Such people also kakanina means by a very small unit of money. वो बोलता है ना pai or something, that kakanina is a very small coin. Kakanina means with a small coin, means because of a small coin, sadyaha, immediately, sarve arayah kritaha, all of them are made enemies. Just because of few rupees or something, people become enemy. That is a very common thing, that because of money, the brothers don't talk to each other. The husband wife have fighting because of money. Father son has fight because of money. Very common. So that wealth is one of the causes for fight among people. And even in national, international level also, fight is because of money only. So they want some resources. So and the land, etc. is a dhanam only. Alright, then tyajati. Okay, arthena alpiyasa apiyete samrabdaha deepamanyavaha tyajanti asunmitha gdanti sahasa utsrujya saurudam. Because of money, alpiyasa arthena, because of little amount of money, ete, these people, samrabdaha, being disturbed, deeptamanyavaha, with inflamed anger, being very angry, asuntyanti, they give up prana, and mitha gdanti, and they kill each other. Sahasa utsrujya saurudam, having given up friendship, they will kill each other. Labdva jana, now he says that such a great human opportunity we have, the opportunity in the form of human birth, and that we waste away on just earning money. Labdva janma maraprarthyam, prarthvam is that prarthyam, manushyam tadvijagriyatam, tadanadritya ye swartham gdanti yantya shubham gatim. Amara prarthyam janma labdva, manushyam, having attained the human birth, Manusya means human birth, which is Amara Prarthyam, which is even sought after by the Devatas. That Manushyam Janma, human birth having attained, and that too, Tad Vijagriyatam, even he is talking about some Brahmin body. He said, among them, Teshu api Dvijagriyatam, the status of being the highest among all classes, Brahmanyam, Tadvijagritam is the status of being born in the highly cultured family, Brahmin, not only Jatita Brahmana, Gunataha Karmata Brahmin. In that Janma one gets Tadanadritya, having ignored that, yes, Swartham Dhanti, and because of money, those who destroy their Atmahitam na kurvanti. Swartham Dhanti means those who do not work for their real well-being. Ashubham Gatim Yanti. They attain, the Ashubham Gatim means their lower lokas they attain. Swarga Pavarga Yordwaram Prapyam Lokam Imam Puman Dravineko Nushajyeta Martyo Narthasya Dhamani. He says, Puman, an intelligent person having attained the gateway to Swarga, even higher loka and moksha, this human life, Dwaram is the gateway. Gateway is the form of human life. The human life which is the gateway to heaven and moksha, having attained this loka, this body, the body which is the gateway to heaven and moksha, Imam this having attained this, Dravine kaha anushajyeta, means who would be, which intelligent person would be attached to wealth, martyaha, which mortal will be attached to that, anarthasya dhamani, the wealth which is the abode of so many difficulties. And he says, why people, even intelligent people also, or very learned people also get attached to this. The author, in fact, this shloka is from Bhikshu Gita. One person gets Vairagyam and he is singing the shloka of Vairagyam. This comes in Bhagavata. This is called Bhikshu Gita. So in that he says, Vidwan kasma samshlishyate vyarthaya ihaya asakrit. He said, why learned person is associated with this, the useless desire for wealth several times. Kasyachit mayaya nunam loko yamsu vimohitaha. He says, indeed, this world of people is deluded by some maya. Kasyachit mayaya, the maya of some Paramatma. Otherwise, why person is seeing that every now and then problem but still goes after that? It is Srimad Bhagavate Ekadasha Skande Trayovimshadhyaye Bhikshu Gitayam Uktam. This is told in the Bhikshu Gita, which is in the 23rd chapter of Ekadasha Skanda. And his meaning is given. Already we have seen, but he is giving. So based on Sridhari Tika. Arthasya Sampadane Vardane cha ati dukkham. In acquiring and increasing the wealth, there is lot of misery. Rakshane mahad dukkham. In protection of wealth, there is a great dukkha. Vyaye bhoge cha mahati chinta. With regard to expense and enjoyment also, there will be a lot of worries. Puja Swamiji used to give the example, Faluda. You know, in Chennai, that one is like a cold drink, no, milk drink. It's called like Faluda is there. Faluda, big glass. This fellow has been planning, very miserly fellow. So he doesn't want to spend money, but one day uska thora courage he got. And he took one glass and he said, as even he was drinking, he was seeing it is going down, down, down. He was feeling so sorry about it. So that is how Faluda problem. Bhoge chinta, mahati chinta, nashe chitta bhranti. When wealth goes away, then the mind becomes, delirium there will be there. Delusion, chitta bhranti. Person doesn't know what to do. That type of confusion comes. Artha praptaye steyadaya shad anarthaha. In the attainment of the wealth, there are 6 doshas. Steyadaya, stay, etc. Means some tax evasion, etc. involved. 6 doshas. Prapte anarthes bayadaya. And in attainment, with regard to the wealth which is already attained, and then for the protection, etc., there is smayadayaha. Shad anarthaha. Trividyam and Trivida Vyasanaihi sa Nava Anartha. So 6 up to the Steyadeha Shraddha Anartha and then Smayadeha, starting from Smaya, 6 Anartha, 6 plus 6, 12. And Trivida Vyasanaihi saha Navanartha. So 12, 6, 6 and 3. So 3 types of the Vyasanas. Tasmad Ekopi Arthaha Panchadashanarthanam Nidanam Bhavati. He said even one form of wealth is the cause for the 15 types of problems. Vyasanani means three dyuta madhya vishayani trini. So the dukkha or addiction with regard to this the association with other gender, dyuta, gambling, and drinking. These are likely to come if person is not careful. With wealth it comes. Generally come, not for everybody, but if person is not careful, it can come. Ekasnigdhaha means eka prana. As I told you that people who are thinking that we are of same life, we have only one atma, two bodies, one atma. Eke prana means they are as if they are sharing life. Techa te asnigdhaha means atipriyaha means they are very much attached to each other. But kakani iti arsham pumsvam. Kakani is it should be neutral gender or sorry feminine gender. So kakani, kakini, kakani. So feminine is there. So he said here pumsvam is arsham. Kakani means what? Vimshati varatikaha. The varatika means that kodi they call it. The 20 koris is called kakani. Varatakanam dashakadvayam yatva sa kakini iti leelavatyam. According to some, it is kakini is 20 dashakadvayam, 20 varataka. 20 kauris. In olden days, they used to have minimum unit was kauri. Kauri, I don't know what is the safflower. That there is a word. You know what is kauri? What is the English word for that? Safflower or something is that. Kauri. The kauri in English they are write COWRY or something. Kauri or something. The kauri is 20 kauris is one kakli. This is just for those who want to do research on that. This is means for small amount also people will fight. Samrabdaha means shubitaha, disturbed. Mithaha parasparam sprudaha iti pate spardamanaha. They compete with each other. Na kevalam iha eva anarthetu arthaha paraloke api iti aha labdva. See this finance if it is not handled properly, not only creates problem here in paraloka also. Tat manushyam janma iti sambandha. Tat is there in the manushyam janma labdva. Tat manushyam janma amara prarthyam janma labdva. So tat he connects with tat manushyam janma vijagriyatam. So tatrapi vijagriyatam. Alright. Then Dvijagrita means Brahmanyam. Then Swartham Bhugranti means Swahitam na acharanti. Lokam means Deham. So person does not attain this. The having attained this human body, person does not utilize it. It is a waste of opportunity. Alright. So with this, the incidental topic is over. Incidental took more time. Main topic will take only little. So far what was said that virtue got vairagya. So now the conclusion is done. Itham sunipunam vicharya virtuhu darapatya dhanadhyabhimanam durikritya vane ekaki san shamadamadi sadhanabhyasa nirataha babhuva. Itham in this manner sudipunam vicharya. Having thought completely. Sudipunam is completely, precisely. Vicharya, Varchuhu, the person's name, Darapatyadhyabhimanam Durikritya, having kept aside the identification with the spouse, children, and wealth, etc. Vane Ekakisan in the forest, remaining as solitary, Shamadamadi Sadhana Abhyasa Nirataha Babhuva. He became the one who is committed to the practice of Shamadamadi sadhanas. So after Vairagyam also, some Shamadamadi required, he became committed to that. Alright, then Now the main topic comes. So Mrugayartham and the next this paragraph and next paragraph, the main topic comes. Is Mrugayartham Manam Gataha Raja Varchum Drishtva Bhitah Pralayat. So we remember the story that Varchu was sent away from the king, from the capital, and before he comes back to the capital, the news was spread that Varchu died. And Varchu came to know that this type of news has come and therefore there is no point in going, and he got Vairagya. Now further what happens? That the king goes to the forest and seeing this Varchu, this king is afraid because he has been given a wrong information, one more wrong information. And therefore he is palayate. King runs away from Varchu, whom he loved so much. That Varchu he runs away because of some reason. That story comes here. Marchu sthana pannaha mantri marchu vrittantam sarvam shrutva swanuyayibihi saha eva samalochayat. The new minister who has come to the place of Varchu vrittantam sarvam shrutva, having heard the story of Varchu, that he has become virakta now, he is staying alone and he is doing sadhana. So he must be doing bhasma, etc. He must be leading a life like a muni sage. So having heard that, because he must be sending spies, what is he doing? What is he doing? So Varchu vrittantam sarvam shrutva swa anuyayi bihi saha, with his followers, evam samalochayat, he deliberated in the following manner. What? Yadi Raja Varchu Jivati iti Lokavartam Shrunoti. If the king hears the story from public, what is the story or the news? Vartam is news. If the king hears this news from public that Varchu Jivati, Varchu is alive, Athava Mrugayartham Manam Gatva Swavayameva Varchum Pashyati, or Raja when he goes for hunting and he himself sees the Varchu, Tada Mithyavadinaha Asman Saha Raja Sutikshnam Dandayetiti. Then Raja will severely punish us, to us who are telling lies, who have been telling lies to us, he will definitely punish. Evam alochya, iti goes with alochayat. In this manner they thought, my God, the Raja comes to know that we have fooled him, that Varchu is dead, then he will really punish us severely. Evam alochya saparivaraha rajanam asadya dasyubihi yuddhe vritaha varchuhu pishachaha bhutva tasmodulita sarvangaha vane sancharati. Evam alochya, having deliberated like this, saparivaraha, minister, along with his family, so that Raja will be a little bit more receptive. So some people do that, parivara takes so that he cannot shout too much. So saparivara. So along with family. Rajanam asadya, having approached the king. Dasyubihi yuddhe mrutaha Varchuhu. Varchu who died in the fight with the robbers. Pishachaha bhutva, having become the ghost. Bhasmo dhulita sarvangaha, having anointed with the body with the bhasma, the ash. Vane sancharati, he is moving about in the forest. Actually, he is doing that. He is real one. And he must be putting bhasma on his body and he moves about. So now they created a picture. See, when you tell one lie, to cover up the first lie, you have to take another lie, second lie. So that's what is happening here. So he told one lie that he is dead. Now to cover that, he has to create another lie. What? He has become Pishacha. He has become a ghost. And not only that, see, Raja should not go near him to inquire also. Swadrushti gocharapannam sarvam janam marayati. That also another lie. He said, anybody who comes to his sight, any person, he kills everybody. So everybody who comes to his sight, that Varchu who has become ghost, he kills. Yaha tam drashtva suduram palayate saha jivet. Anybody seeing that Varchu from distance and runs away from him, that person alone will be able to survive. So really created a full full protection. Iti Vignapaya Masa. In this manner, this new minister informed the king. Mantri Vakya Shravana Matrena Raja Tattvam Avicharayan Brutaha Barchu Pishachaha Samabhavat Iti Nishchikaya. So by mere listening, in Hindi बोलते हैं वो कच्चे कान का है. So पूरा he accepts everything. Mantri Vakya Shravana Matrena. By just listening to the sentence of Mantri, the minister, Raja Tattvam Abhicharayan, the king without thinking about the truth. Brutaha Barchu Pishachaha Samabhavat. The Barchu who was dead has become ghost. Iti Nishchikaya. Nipurvaki ki dhatu. So Nishchikaya means he determined, he ascertained. Tatah kadachit akhetartham gatah Barchu vanam pravivesha. So thereafter, sometimes for hunting he went there and entered into the forest where Barchu is staying. Barchu vanam is Barchu Sambandhi vanam. Barchoho vanam Barchu vanam. Vanam, the forest where Barchu was staying, is called Barchu. नाम भी दे दिया उसको Barchu vanam. Barchu vanam pravivesha. Tatra tarumule tapasyarantam Barchum drishtva. There, having seen Barchu was doing tapas under the tree, near the at the foot of the tree, having seen that Barchu, Prataraka, there, Prataraka Mantri Vakyam is there, no? Prataraka Mantri Vakyam, Mantri should be. Smaran, remembering the sentence of that cheating minister. Prataraka means the one who is cheating, is called Prataraka. Nunam ayam Barchu Pishachaha. Indeed, this Barchu is the ghost. Iti bhayena palayita. With this idea, he ran away with fear. So even though he saw real Barchu, Pratyaksha Pramana, still he was indoctrinated that Barchu has become ghost. So he saw him as a ghost only. And this is the Drashtanta. The Dashtanta part we will see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya